This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, looks like Barack Obama's memoir is going to come out next year, so that should be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that? I mean, we look at how well Michelle Obama's memoir Becoming did. It's sold 10 million copies.
A lot
so
of pressure.
far.
A lot of pressure for Barrio.
But you know what? That was Michelle's first book ever, right?
Yes,
I believe so,
Barack's,
yeah.
Second, I think. No, third.
No, third.
Third.
Yeah, so he's had other books before, but this one I think will be really interesting because none of them were, obviously after his presidency. So this would be the first one after him being president of the United States, and I'm sure he has some very interesting intel. And there's a lot of things that we have questions about that I'm sure we'll hear about in his book.
I'm going to enjoy reading it. I enjoyed reading Michelle's book, so I'm sure I'd enjoy reading President Obama's.
All right, now let's discuss some updates. Apparently, 50 Cent got his money from Jackie Long. He posted me and Jackie Long talked, and after receiving a small cash app, we are squared away.
You just posted that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have no problem with Jackie. In fact, I'm wishing him and his family the best. God bless. Positive vibes only.
I could have swore Jackie was on one of 50's shows. I thought Jackie was on The Oath. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I'm not sure, but I know 50 should start a service where he just gets your money back because he does it so well.
He's better than the people that call your house.
Absolutely.
That we just hang up on and ignore. Now he's collecting money. He would actually do great at representing one of those companies.
Absolutely.
Who are you more scared of, 50 Cent or the IRS?
50.
Nah, still the IRS, bro.
IRS can put
But
you
you
in
could
jail.
work something out with the IRS.
Yeah, but they put you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you're right about that.
Yeah.
Right. So, and Jackie Long posted, no negative vibes. I'm worth something. Act again. So there you go. All right. Now here's another update. Steph Curry has defended Ayesha Curry, and I'll tell you what he posted. But first, just a refresher. Here's what happened when Ayesha Curry was on Red Table Talk that has everybody discussing.
Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, there are all these women throwing themselves. But me, the past 10 years, I don't have any of that. This sounds weird, but male attention. And so then I begin to internalize it, and I'm is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not looking.
Because I don't want it, but it would be nice to know that someone's looking.
Okay, so then she also posted after that because people were like, oh my God, how could she say that? She wants to sleep with other men. She wants to flirt. And she posted that it's Mental Health Awareness Month. I really want to take the time to encourage everyone to speak their truth, regardless of perception, because it's your truth. She said, what I'm not afraid to say out loud about being a 30-year-old mom of 3 helps another woman like me feel like they're not alone and not the only one with insecurities, because we all have them. Don't play, then that makes all of this hoopla worth it. So she goes on to say that, and then Steph Curry posted, proud of you for being authentic and putting yourself out there, not being afraid of the potent bull and nonsense that could and did come at you. Way more positive than negative with all of this. Keep being you. I love you. So he was supporting his woman.
Okay.
All right, now let's talk about Wendy Williams, because Wendy Williams also weighed in on what was happening with Ayesha Curry, but she did not waste any time taking some jabs at her estranged husband's mistress.
She just assumed I'm already with the superstar. How much more starish can it get than high school? Then you go to college, it's a little bit more starry. Now he's in the NBA, and apparently the starry is to an all-time high level because there are a lot of women with no respect for a marriage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women who know your man is married and will have the nerve to be right up under him, right under your nose. For you lonely girls who can't keep your hands off other people's men, there's a hot place in hell for you.
Well, we know where Wendy wants Sharina Hudson, a.k.a. Nikki, to go.
Yeah.
All right,
And
before Sharina goes to hell, she should really send Wendy a thank you card, though, because Wendy has been funding her lifestyle for the past decade or more. So the least you can do is tell her thank you before you go to hell.
And I was looking at some of Ayesha Curry's comments after she posted it, and it was awful. People were calling her a thought.
Really?
Yeah, they were calling her a hoe. They would say, oh, so if your husband said this, you would divorce him. Oh, I could see where this is going. You're jealous of your husband. She was just being honest about being insecure. Somebody said, you're fat, Ayesha.
Damn.
I don't know about all that. I just don't like people seeking validation from outside sources. I think that we invest into the opinions of others way too much. And if a 20-something-year-old woman like Ayesha Curry feels like that, then imagine how these kids feel. These kids don't stand a chance.
Yeah,
Because growing up, the only validation we ever got, we got it from our parents, we got it from teachers, you got it from people that actually loved and valued you and appreciated you. And when we started getting validation from those outside sources, at least me, it was those negative dudes in the street. And that didn't end well for me.
And
So it's
also, people were just acting like Ayesha Curry, oh, you're only who people only know you because of Steph, but she's been with him for a long time before people even really knew who he was on the scale that he is. So they've been together for so long.
She's entitled to have those feelings. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but
and we tell people to speak their truth, and then she did, and then people attacked her.
Yes, and she should speak her truth, and she's allowed to feel how she feels, but we have to discuss the issue of seeking outside validation, because if you're constantly always seeking outside validation, which everybody is in this social media era, you'll never truly be happy.
But
It's called self-esteem for a reason.
I think every now and then all people have insecurities.
Of course
as human
they do,
beings.
but I'm not.
And
of course they,
and I think it's harder when, imagine what it's like being married to somebody as famous as Steph Curry, because I don't think any of us know what that might feel like.
She didn't say
It's
she
a
lives
different level.
and dies by other
Yeah,
people saying
it's a
that she
different
looks nice. She
level.
just said that every once in a while she likes people to think that she looks nice. And I get it. She dresses up. She puts on makeup. She wants to look her best.
Kids.
She
I'm
has
sure
3
her
kids.
body looks and feels
She wants
different.
people to say, damn, she looks nice. Ain't
y'all
nothing wrong
keep
with
saying
that.
people, but you do know Steph Curry is a person. So if that husband that she sleeps with every night tells her that she's beautiful and I love you and I value you and I appreciate you, that's all that should matter. Outside opinion shouldn't affect people that much.
He did say that he's very proud of her for being authentic and putting herself out there. So he's supporting her.
This validation era we live in is going to really drive a lot of us crazy. You wonder why people are depressed and they got anxiety and they dealing with mental health issues now. It's because we're seeking a lot of outside validation from people that don't give a damn about us.
But a lot of people also repress their true emotions. And if she's able to say, I'm feeling insecure, then she can work on that. Right?
She can if she
I think so. But if I look at some of the comments that people are leaving, they're saying she's ruining his legacy. She's nobody. She's nothing. It's terrible.
Yeah, you can't look at those comments. You can't worry about what people say.
So, and that's on her page.
Whoa. How can you say you can't worry about what people say
She need to
when
block
she
people.
just told you that she's worried about people not saying something to her?
Ayesha,
y'all not making no sense.
give me your password. I'll block some of
There's
these
a
people
difference
for you.
between negative and positive reinforcements.
Man, stop seeking outside validation, man. The same people that can build you, if you give them the power to build you up, they got the power to break you.
Well, I say just, if you
about I
have a
break
feeling
you?
and you want to express it and other people can relate to you and some people would tell you you're wrong for it, but it's really how you feel.
All right.
I think it's good that
All right,
other women
girls.
are probably like, because I was looking at a lot of people who were supportive and who were saying, you know what, I have those same insecurities. This happened to me. I have kids. Sometimes I feel that way too. So I think it's a great conversation that people are having about this at the least. All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Report.